Welcome back. So, very quick video. I think I might make this into a series. We're going to do quick tips that you can implement into any playbook or any play. The one for today is going to be how to place your defender in jail. And it's a very common expression, but very few videos actually talk about how to actually do this. And I'd like to go into a lot of detail, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, because it is a little bit difficult. But let me show you what it looks like. So right here, Chris Paul is going to drive by me. I'm going to recover, and we're going to get the rebound. But pay attention to his position and my position right here. So instantly when I grab the ball, what I look for is people who are trailing me. In this particular position, it's Chris Paul that's trailing me. Other times it can be centers, and I'll show you how that's done. But as soon as I recognize that he's trailing me, what I'm going to try to do is put my body in between him and the basket. So I'm going to try not to let him get around me. If he tries to go over to the right, I'll slide over a little bit to the right. If he tries to come over to the left, I'll go a little bit to the left. Using L2 can work every now and then, and it'll kind of like slow him down and kind of give you a little bit more time. But I'm trying not to allow him to get around and get in front of me to recover. I'm also trying to, at the same time, look to see if any of my players might be open. What will happen is, once he realizes he's beat, he might try to take control over somebody else to get them to help him recover. So you always want to look to see who's going to be the three-point player that's going to be open. Now, as you can see, Chris Paul fell on the ground, so that means I'm going to be able to do this again back to back. So here I go, I give it to the point guard, and what I'm going to do is wait for him, because my goal isn't to just head in there straight ahead, because then somebody's going to switch off and everybody's going to be clustered. I want the players to spread it out, and I want to make sure that Chris Paul doesn't get back into the play. He's not able to take me, he's not able to guard anybody else, he's just completely out of the play. So he finally got back, but I'm looking to see who's going to be open. I see the player on the right because Devin Booker is trying to help him recover, but there's no way that I'm going to allow Chris Paul to get there. I end up leading him inside to the basket and get an easy layup. So here's one where I didn't have initial position, but I was able to eventually get ahead of him when he was playing aggressive. Once I got ahead of him, then what I needed to do is keep him behind me and then look for the open player, which was Peja Stojakovic in the corner. Okay, so unfortunately I don't have a great example of how it would work with center being the trailer, but you can see right here that DeAndre Ayton has a couple of people in front of him. If I would have thrown it to Marion, what I would do is put him in a position where he's behind me, and I'm trying to allow the big man on my team enough time that he can get ahead of him. So I'll be using L2, kind of trying to hold him back and slow him down so my big man can get ahead of him. The next thing that I would do is that I would hold triangle and kind of point towards the big man, so that way he would cut straight towards the basket. Unfortunately, I don't have a good example of this, but I'll try to show it in a future game. But I think that's something that you should really try and do with every single game that you're in, is try to put the defender in jail. Hope you enjoyed the video.